Of my second Ramadan, as did millions of Muslims across the globe and a few recent converts who are Latino like myself.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
When I first heard the call to Islam as a Chicano, I thought I was alone.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
I embraced a religion that was foreign to my culture.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
And I'm part of a culture that's foreign to many of my brothers and sisters in Islam.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
But 2 years into my journey, I'm learning that Latino and Latina Muslims like me are not as uncommon as I once thought.
Based on data, Latinos are the fastest growing ethnic group embracing Islam in America.
Jaime Mujahid Fletcher is a Colombian American who embraced Islam 21 years ago. When he began his journey, he also felt alone. But soon, his father also wanted to learn about the religion. The only problem, his father is a Spanish speaker, and Jaime had a hard time finding educational material that was written in Spanish.
So the more that we translated and explained to them in their own language, it became less foreign to them.
That effort grew into Islam in Spanish, an Islamic center based in Houston, Texas that doesn't convert Latinos and Latinas, but provides educational information about the religion in Spanish. Despite their hands-off approach, Jaime says they've seen an explosion of Latino and Latina converts.
Rasul
Allah.
Allah.
Felicitaciones. People just show up and they say, hey, we're coming here to embrace Islam.
I feel like I found my answer.
Here in Colorado, Rudy Sanchez and Juana Serrano also heard and answered the call to Islam.
It just really started pulling at my heart.
They say their religion gave them peace.
It was kind of like a coincidence, like I'm thirsty and then some guy with a water bottle was just like, hey, you want some water?
It gives me a lot of peace. It gives me a lot of freedom that I really didn't feel like I had.
But they both admit when they first converted, being Muslim felt isolating, especially when it came to breaking the news to their families.
I did feel pretty lonely. They weren't fully understanding of what I'm going through just because they're not going through that same thing.
My mom was definitely in shock. She's very devout Catholic, and she was supportive though.
But both they and Brother Jaime say Islam and Latino culture have a lot of similarities, which makes conversion easier.
Coming from, a Hispanic background, family is very important.
Respecting parents and respecting family members and all that, I think that's a huge part of Islam. And that's also a huge part of our culture.
Looking deeper into Islam, all of a sudden you start finding out that, hey, this is the way, I was brought up. These are the values my family shared with me. So there's a lot of affinity.
Plus, they have their new brothers and sisters in faith to help guide them.
I actually joined a group, and it's Latina sisters.
Everybody's nice and kind. Everybody wants to know who I am. They don't see many Mexicans.
And while in Islam, there's no compulsion in religion, all three say that they're happy to see more Latinos embrace the message.
A lot more Mexicans are becoming Muslim, and I think that it's great.
We actually can keep our culture intact and be a better version of what it is that, it means to be a Latino.
Once you really take away all of those negative images that are being portrayed on media, you'll find that it's a whole world of peace.
And if you need any more anecdotal evidence about how many Latinos are converting to Islam, just this morning I stopped by the masjid and met a brother who had converted just days ago. His name was Brother Luis and has a Mexican heritage. In Denver, Michael Aveta, covering Colorado First.